Sean Connery, eh? Excuse me a second while I just sort the camera out, because there we go. Oh, oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. For some reason, things have been reset to a different. Weird. Right, that should be it. That should cover more of the screen, actually. Oh, I see why. I see. There we go. For some reason, the settings had got back to 720p. Odd. Well, how's everyone doing? We've got Steve here. Oh look, I'm here as well. uh, so yeah, Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier. But it's not. uh, but yeah, right. And Bailey. Bailey is here as well. I think he's just gone to lay down now. And I wonder how long the chat box will work for this time. Yeah, I wonder how long the chat box will last. Just to make sure. Hopefully it works. It's disappeared now. It's disappeared. Should be enough room. Yeah, Bailey's gone to lay down, I think. So it seems. So it seems. Right, let's set the ambience. Right. So you know what? I think I'm gonna do a little something to change. Right, just a second. Right. Let's see. Let's see how this guy looks. Hopefully, that'll be different. No real difference, is there? I keep thinking it's a bit grainy, but whoa! Ah! Let's form for the screen. There we go. That was scary. That was some scary shit, man. Scary shit. Right, I'm just gonna check the streams. Looking good. I just had to finish making a coffee. That's why it took a few minutes for me to come on. But all is good now. Thankfully, the Tawny has decided that he doesn't want to keep hooting anymore, which is cool. Not that I have a problem with Tawny owls. It's just Bailey heard it for the first time earlier, so he was barking. I don't think he knew what to make of it, but hopefully it's all is good. So how's it sound, guys? Hopefully it sounds good. We are live. Yeah, well, we have them as well. We have barn owls around here. Not so many, but because obviously barn owls are called barn owls for a reason. They prefer nesting in barns. So, but there are a few around. Just we don't see them that often. The tawny owls are more prominent in this part of the country, which is not too bad. My family actually had a bunch of owls and that, so nice to see the chat is actually working again. For how long? We shall see. So it's time to get started. Should we get started, guys? Should we just get into it? They nest in a pair of old derelict chapels in the cemetery, not far away. Nah, well they do. Anywhere they can stay sheltered and protected from the elements. But it's mostly they're mostly called barn owls because well, let's say farms used to be more prominent than most other buildings in the countryside. So yeah, they will nest where they feel safe, like any bird. Right, so let's start the clock. Starting the clock. I know this computer like the back of my hand. And we're off. A Gulf Western company. I'm not on Twitch tonight. I don't seem to get views on Twitch because I'm not playing the game. So, The planet of galactic peace. Nimbus 3. Yes. Ooh, spooky. Which neutral zone? Exactly. Yeah, which neutral zone? Is there a neutral zone separating all three? Like Federation, Klingon, and the Romulans, so you kind of guess that this would be somewhere in the middle. I thought weapons were forbidden on this planet. So I have. I'm imagining Sean Connery as Cyborg. I can't imagine what that would be like. Would it have improved? Would it have made the film even better, or do you think it would have hindered the film? Share your pain. So, do you think we're going to get a Cyborg story in Strange New Worlds season 4? 3? 3. Hey, Adrian. Hey, how are you? Good evening. This is a pretty good film. Not as bad as people think. Well, no, it's not as bad as people think. They showed him in season 1, didn't they? Well, they showed him at the end of season. No, they showed him in season 2, didn't they? Well, Wasn't it in like the last episode of season 2? I can't remember. It might have been season 1. Just can't remember. Paramount Pictures presents a Harv Bennett production. It's Harvey, you know. Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. I would presume he was Romulan rather than Vulcan, to be honest. You would think so, but I mean, it's supposed to be Spock's actual brother, so maybe half Romulan. Maybe half Romulan, but then it would be pretty much the same, wouldn't they? Because Romulans are an offshoot of the Vulcan people, right? They just broke away thousands of years ago. If I saw a pointy-eared chap laughing in Star Trek, my first guess would be a Romulan. My first guess would be Spock before he purged his emotions. Just saying. He was far more emotional in the TOS season series than he was in the movies, right? Season 1, episode 7, Seren Squall. This is where we saw Cybok in Strange New Worlds. It was season 1 then. Okay. I wasn't sure, I couldn't remember. But was he mentioned in season 2? Was it season 2 where they mentioned that he escaped? I can't remember. William Shatner showing off his climbing skills. How much of this was William Shatner, do you think? Some of it is, I know that, because he is a pretty good climber, wasn't he? Or isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is a climber. So I kind of wonder, you know, only the close-ups. Yeah, only the close-ups where you can see in front. But he is an avid climber, isn't he? An avid climber. He's capable. They wouldn't let him climb for all of it because well, it'd be insurance and safety, wouldn't it? Rather have a stunt man with a parachute on his back fall off the cliff. I know that's a fake wall, a fake mountain. If I'm not careful, I'll end up talking to myself. Imagine if you grew up in certain parts of the United States like that, where you had all those beautiful mountains, would you climb? I think I would. I've done climbing before. I certainly wouldn't look like this. Yosemite State Park. Because it is there. Navity. Ah! Couldn't see the cable. Honest. Honest! Hi, Bones. Mind if we drop in for dinner? Ambassador. Oh no, the Romulan ambassador is not supposed to be there, is she? I can't remember now. Meow. I can't remember. Read the novelization, but it was a long time ago. Caitlin Dar is supposed to be half human, though. Okay. When she came in, she was wearing that the hood up. I mean, would you have realised that she had hair like that, or did it just sort of spring up when she took the hood down? We're under attack. I don't think all of them would. All of those people would fit on the Enterprise. Sirs, it is the Enterprise. Would have been nice to have a Romulan warbird appear, wouldn't it? Like the old one from TOS. A warbird would have been nice. Have that appear in orbit. Because, I mean, she is a Romulan ambassador after all, right? So, yours truly. Red, red, red alert. Enterprise, this is Starfleet. I asked you to identify yourself. I know you're Starfleet because you're on a Starfleet emergency channel, but who the hell are you? Is this before or after the weather control device is created? I'd assume after. They come in a can and they got Heinz on the label. Mm. Was it Blazing Saddles where they have that campfire scene where they all eating beans and they're farting around the fire and it just flares up? Is it Blazing Saddles? I can't remember. I think it was. Best scene in the film. It was Blazing Saddle. Yeah. Is that why he was screaming? No, he dies with Picard. Picard's there with him. Under a bridge on Viridian 3. Yes. He never died. He doesn't die. He doesn't have the right to die on a bridge. Instead, he has to die under it. A marshmallow. So this film confuses me because that's obviously a portable replicator, right? Or food synthesizer. So, at what point did they actually have replicators on the ships? Because I don't think the Enterprise A has one, do they? Does it? I mean, I know they had protein resequencers, but we don't see much evidence of anything like that being used on the Enterprise in TOS or the movies until this point. Row, 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 row your boat. Well, obviously it's handheld, so maybe it can only create a certain amount, certain types of things or certain programmed things, but they're doing it wrong, right? They're not supposed to be in sequence. They're supposed to be off sequence for a reason. Spock put them off. Well, he doesn't in the at the end, does he? When he gets his what's the instrument? I forget what his instrument is, but it's a lot smaller than it should be. Go to sleep, Spock. Yes, Captain. Oh, here we go. Now, is that a Burrell or a Cavort? Imagine getting the call. We need you to play a character. What kind of character am I going to play? Oh, we need you to be a Klingon. Cool. I don't want sleeves. Down scope. Now I can't see shit because the scope's down. I'm not being funny, but I'm sure I just heard the sound from War of the Worlds. You know the noise that the Martian attack ships have. Yeah, literally, because the Klingons have the right to bear arms. Yes. Hostages on Nimbus 3. Yeah, that sound effect from more. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure I can hear it now. It's in the background. It's like I'm sure that's some War of the Worlds. Copyright maybe. Klingon stole Martian tech. Yeah. We're gonna have to do War of the Worlds at some point, I think. You gotta be kidding me. I like the discontent and the um um what's the word I'm thinking of? Insubordinate tone when he's talking to the admiral. Like, you gotta be kidding me. We need the best. We need James Kirk. I like Spock's face. He's like, "How come you don't know row, row, row your boat?" Just facial expressions. Now, a ship that size is supposed to carry hundreds of crew members, right? That's it. When he came in, it wasn't in the right position. They can't even be bothered to wait until it stops before they put the steps down. I thought the shuttles had steps built into the nacelles, because how else are you going to use to get in and out when you land? Level. You can't tell that that's a computer screen, can you? There we go. Looks like we've got some backed up. Yeah. Where are we? Where are we? Being so much. Yeah. Sorry, I was off climbing a rock. Hey, Windgrace, how you doing, buddy? Shuttle bay crew sucking up to the captain with the steps. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It shouldn't have needed the steps, really, should they? For a start, there's a ramp at the back, so why not just go out the back? Yep. Planet Galactic Peace. Yep. No way. I don't dance. Saving that for your OnlyFans. I don't bother with OnlyFans. You can do it if you want. You can have a fan dance on OnlyFans if you want, Steve. Great wordplay. You may have to, Scott. I miss my old chair. Starship Enterprise has been dispatched to Nimbus 3. In debris. You don't say it's Kirk's ship. She has wonderful muscles. Yes. Does anything work on this ship? Doing. Gabla. General Core, isn't that the Klingon in Axanar? I can't remember. But then, yeah, it would be nice to be able to see the full thing, wouldn't it? The Galactic Army of Light sounds like a bunch of vegans to me. You never watched Axanar? Well, it's the only problem is it's not a full movie there, but there is plenty on YouTube. If you ever get a chance, I suggest you take a look at some of the early stuff because they were doing a really good job in the TOS era. I know they just finished filming 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they've been going for years, but they had a big fight in court again with Paramount and CBS about it. That's actually when they decided that a fan film can only be 20 minutes. It cannot exceed 20 minutes at a time. So Commander Kern. Oh, it was Kern, played by Richard Hatch, was in Prelude to Axanar there. Yeah, take a look at Prelude to Axanar, Wind Grace. You might like it. It's like a documentary style thing, right? You know, where they have like interviews with the characters. They're pivoting to an Orville fan film next. That'd be nice. So, do you think they changed Shatner's jacket because he wouldn't fit in the other one before again? Oh, I did see that. They had an interview with J.G. Hertzler. Yeah, they got some great actors in there in Axanar as well. Well, they did in Prelude to Axanar anyway. I don't know who's going to be in the final product if it's. So, Steve, has Axanar been filmed? If Axanar's been filmed, has it been released yet? Or I should ask you as well, Windgrace. Either of you. Because it is a Star Trek that I would really like to see. You haven't been keeping up with it. I should have had a shave. A guy I know flew down there 2 weeks ago for the first day of shooting. I assume it Becker loads. Yeah, it's probably got loads of editing to do. I think in Axonar, I think they're one of the ones that used to go to Vegas, or there was another place where they have the full TOS bridges and TNG bridges where you can go and rent them and film. Ages ago, remember uploading visual R&B uploaded visual effects shots from Axonar to this channel, to his channel. Yeah, he also directed the Vulcan scene with Gary Graham. Yeah. Oh, that looks real, doesn't it? 6 hours from you, and they're building TNG. Yeah, well, I wonder what version of the TNG bridge, because the one that I think the one that's in Vegas is the Generations bridge, isn't it? It's the one from Generations, which is different to the original show. Season 1 with the wood panels. Hmm. Although season 1 didn't have L cards yet. No. I think that's the only advantage that New Trek has, isn't it? Because all the L cards actually do stuff. You can actually. I think didn't someone say that on Discovery, um, when you actually touch the screen, it actually does stuff. So actually, instead of like in TNG, you timed it. You had to time your finger presses with the light on the desk. In Strangely Worlds or Discovery, I can't remember which one it was. But if they've got a flat screen for the console, you push the button and it actually does something, which is clever. I keep wondering what kind of screen it is. I mean, I know we have touch screens around, but we just I don't know. There's Steve and his fan dance. Where'd you get the fans from? Spock. Yes, Captain. Do you want with the horse? Yes, Captain. Probably Strangely Worlds. I think Disco uses holographic consoles now. Yeah, now they do, but I think they did in the beginning. Where are they going? She probably had them in her quarters, along with a ton of either other exotic paraphernalia. Yeah, but what were they doing on the shuttle? What, did she go to her quarters specifically knowing she was going to do this? Oh no, they gave programmable matter controls. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a silly thing, a programmable matter. Well, in Discovery, everything's programmable matter now, isn't it? Which is part of the reason why Calypso doesn't make any sense. Vulcan neck pinch works on horses? Or whatever it is. Hmm. Oh, the pointless cat fight scene. Hmm. I just rewatched Calypso today. It's 100% an alternate version, either mirror or a time splinter or something. I don't think so. I think that's the original way it was supposed to go, but then they changed their mind and sent the ship into the future instead of. That's what the Red Angel suit did when because they obviously planned Calypso before the Red Angel suit got involved. Boobs as well. uh, First hand, second hand, third hand. Oh, you're right. I'm just saying they confirmed they are trying it into season 5, and I'm guessing as to their solution. Yeah, it's because I think Calypso was one of the most popular shorts, wasn't it? I mean, I haven't analysed the season 5 trailer yet. Mm. This now serious charges. I wouldn't be surprised, Winrose. Let's check in the streams. The streams are fine. There's just something happened on. For some reason, I had a message on the bottom of the screen saying that stream had disconnected or something. Stream has disconnected, attempting to reconnect a few seconds ago. Well, I don't know why that happened. Huh. Now. Huh. What do you mean gone again? Nothing's come up. I haven't got any messages. What's going on? It can't have ended. I'm still live. I'm not faffing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything at all. Look, my hands are here. Well, the chat box is being the chat box, so it does that all the time, doesn't it? By the time the stream ends, it'll update itself. Actually, it's my first attempt. Mine says stream ended at 50 something minutes. We can't have. It's still going. They can't have ended at 50 minutes. Is anyone else seeing a problem with it, or has the problem sorted itself out? Because I don't know. Emergency landing plan B, more like plan F, as in we are totally. Yeah. Yeah. Seems okay now. Well, that's weird. I don't want to mess with the chat box either, because there's nothing there to. Oh, there we go. Boom. It's updated itself, right? That's odd. Mine kicked me out and started a replay saying the stream ended at 54 minutes and 38 seconds. Are you back in? Because the chat has now updated. Chat burst. I mean, I'm looking at the performance metrics right now. Apart from that thing that happened 5 minutes and 6 minutes ago, everything is fine. Your stream quality is good, so everything's fine. What's YouTube saying? YouTube is saying the usual error, and that's something that can't be avoided because it's stupid. Because it's YouTube. And it ended again. Did it? Okay for you. Okay for you, me. Okay for you, Steve. So that was a weird disconnect issue, but it's still going. What's the timer say, Steve? Stream is a 2-minute video. Really? I've been going for over an hour. So 53 minutes and 25. Yeah, same as me then. Pretty much. There is like a 6-second delay between the live stream and the software anyway, so. This happened just before midnight as well. Funny that. The damn witchcraft. Yeah, I understood it the first time, Steve, but yeah. Sulu's plane. Sulu's pain is about him not being able to follow his desire of botany. I'm back, but my YouTube is treating it as a new stream. What the fuck? That's weird. It's got to be YouTube, right? Because actually, the error has gone, and it's telling, and you that's on YouTube. There's always an amber error on YouTube whilst I'm using Streamlabs, but it's telling me it's an excellent connection this time. And it's also saying concurrent viewers 0, which should say at least 2. So something's going on. I don't know what. And I was just checking the streams there, so. YouTube has confused me for a second. And he goes back 4 minutes. Interesting. Kirk is sitting on the only toilet we see in Star Trek. Yeah. You have the other one as a separate entity in this. That's weird. Huh. Everything's fine my end from the looks of it. It's just a momentary drop of. barely even registering from the looks of it. But something else going on maybe. My stream connect, my broadband connection was great. It's exactly where it should be. Not that I haven't done one since it happened, since the drop, but it wouldn't be going otherwise. Must have been a YouTube thing. You see what the notification says. I don't know if I can break down the notification into more info. All it says, stream has disconnected, attempting to reconnect, and then it reconnected. So I don't know. Hmm. Interestingly, I'm seeing on my live that it does seem to have set up a separate one, which is interesting. I don't see why it's done that. Yeah, all the chat's there. Every single bit of the chat is there. So this is weird. Weird. It's almost like it's split it into two parts for some reason. Rumble's still going. We've seen showers and baths in Voyager and Enterprise, not toilets in any of them. No. Maybe they pee in the shower. Steve, how's the stream for you? Oh, it's fine to pee in the shower, yeah? Well, the waste goes into the same place, right? Protein resequencer. Poop question? Really, sir? Fine. It's weird. Yeah. Well, I'll investigate after the stream because that should not happen, right? I haven't lost any of my viewers either, so. Hey. Didn't even give him a chance to stand back. What are you standing around for? Do you not know a prison break when you see one? Hmm. What are those things on the walls? Because they're not connected to anything. They're just hanging there off the wall with the blue light glowing. They're supposed to represent some sort of ventilation fans. Know this shit like the back of my dong. If you know this shit like the back of your hand, you wouldn't have hit your head on the bloody beam, would you? Why don't you think about the Mavity boots? So he tells the smallest and probably the weakest one of them to take Mr. Scott to the sick bay. How? He's an idiot as well. Oh, you're not mentioning the deck numbering, no? Deck 13? How many decks does the Enterprise have? How did he come from above? Deck numbering makes sense if you view this all as Kirk's dream. Yes. Must be all those marshmallows. You can't see the thing in the wall, can you? As a dreamer, I would know. Yep. We know what they Klingons think of barriers, right? In Enterprise, the barrier around the expanse. They can't. They don't like it. They don't go near it normally, unless they're chasing Archer. I think I saw something that we're not seeing the actual decks. So the engineering space is numbered from the keel upwards or something. Maybe. Um, I mean, think about it this way, right? In the secondary hull, what if the decks are a different orientation? So what if I keep getting my vertical and horizontals mixed up. Um, what if on in the saucer section they're vertical, or is it horizontal? Which is I can't remember which is which. Or what if the vertical or horizontal orientation in the secondary hull is different to the saucer section? Is what I'm trying to say. So what if the decks are slight to the side on in the saucer section, but from the neck up to the top of the bridge, they're the other way? What if that's what they thought that the layout would be? And that would make sense, having more decks then, wouldn't it? Didn't have one before the stream started. If you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up and give us a like and hit the subscribe button. It's the most important thing you could do. And if you fancy it, there's a link in the description or at the top, or pinned to the top of the chat where you can provide a tip should you choose to support the channel. If you're watching on Rumble or X, please hit the follow. Makes it all worth it. Is Cyborg using his Vulcan telepathy to allow Spock and Kirk to see Bones' vision? Can't remember what it says in novelization. Is it not part of a rare Vulcan syndrome where they have a different type of telepathy as a result, like a rare disorder, like a rare genetic mutation, maybe? Spock's pain. Noticed that before, but in the shadow you can actually see an umbilical hanging from the baby. You see that? But when you see the baby on screen, you can't see it. So human. The pain Kirk needs is to remember the time he have banged Lan, but said no because of Carol. Yeah. But that was a different timeline, wasn't it? That was an alternate reality. That Kirk doesn't exist anymore. The one that banged Lan. Regular Kirk turned her down because he just learned Carol was preggers. Yeah. Didn't care enough about Carol to stop himself from falling in love with his blonde yeoman, though, did he? How many times did you see Kirk and that yeoman in an embrace in the TOS? That's why they hired her. Yeah. 30,000 light years to the center of the galaxy in about 20 minutes. Must have transwarp. Yeah. Well, the Excelsior was supposed to have transwarp, wasn't it? Plus all the episodes where he said he'd come back to the woman he slept with. Khan isn't the only one who has wrath. Yeah. How many aliens did Kirk sleep with? He's a regular Buck Rogers. Or is Buck Rogers a regular Kirk? Hmm. Or is John Shepard Kirk? Hmm. It's STIs. A legend across the cosmos. Yes. I wonder if he did I wonder if he did a Klingon at some point. In TOS, he wouldn't have known, would he? Because they were smooth-headed. Rowboat. To boldly go where no one has gone before. I think a certain culture tried to get this cancelled. Try and get this. Tried to get the original thing cancelled, isn't it? Or is that what they're trying to do now? No man's sexist. I mean, Bones got with Dax. Yeah, they were all slinging it around back then. Yeah. Wat daar var. Eden. It was a swinging 2260s after all. Yes, it was. What are the 2160s going to be like? Or the 2060s? Mm. What does God want for Starship? Dun 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 dun. Check Rumble. Check the chats. Nothing going on here. All good. He was definitely dressed to swing in the motion picture. Oh yeah. Come on, Paramount, give the Shat some dough so he can finish his film and put the rock monsters in. Yeah. All right. We'll play it your way. Oh, he's got his old Monster Maroon on. If they get around to remastering this for the 40th, that would be cool, but they won't. I reckon they will. They'll do it with all of them. Even if it's after. They know how important Star Trek is, so they'll remaster every single one of them, I reckon. No, I mean, add the rock monsters. Well, nice purple filter on the camera. Right tool for the right job. I think in the book they each see their own version of Eden. with Bones and Kirk seeing a lush garden and Spock and Cyborg seeing a dusty Vulcan-like scene. Yeah, probably. But then I would imagine that maybe thousands of years ago, Vulcan would have been lush um, and green, or their version of green anyway. Because they did go through a war, didn't they, where they basically nuked their own planet. Which is why I think most of the time when we see them, they're all their stuff, all their temples and that, they're like basically inside mountains, right? In caves and stuff. So I mean, I can't imagine Vulcan would have been desolate forever. So there must have been lots of shrubs and plants covering it. I think Kirk went ever. I think Kirk ever went out for some Jamaharon. Yeah, most likely he's the king of Jamaharon. I thought they evolved on a bright, dry world, hence their pointed ears for collecting sound in dry air and their inner eyelids. Well, it's an evolution, isn't it? It's like a um, adapting to the new environment that gave them the inner eyelids, wasn't it? So I can imagine the eyelids would have been formed sort of over time after the war. Copper blooded bastards. Hmm. Is that why their blood is green? Because it's copper? Stonehenge, where the demons dwell, where the banshees live, and they do live well. Hey, that's not far from me. I'm only a few miles away from Stonehenge, if that. Steve, are you meant to be typing them in over again? Oh, it's a different one. I didn't see it. It looked like it was. You looked like you sent the same message twice there for a second. Stonehenge, where a man's a man, and the children dance to the pipes of Pan. Welcome. He's putting a spell on us. Yeah. Spinal Tap, you Philistines. Bloody Spinal Tap. Sorry, my volume is only set to 6 right now. Excuse me. Excuse me. Supreme Commander. What does God need with a starship? And what does Satan need with a robot? Exactly. Admiral Hansen used to be a godlike alien then, before he gets killed at the Battle of War 359. Yeah. Trapped on this world for millions of years, only to get exploded by the Borgs. Hmm. He wants to join with the Enterprise? So because the photon torpedo was blue, does that mean that it was a uh I can't think of it now. Quantum torpedo? I just realised Vanessa Williams is the first Prime top office in DS9. Okay. Oh, it didn't take them long to run there, did it? Now, just a damn minute. Even the Klingon's torpedo was blue? Really? That's what they get for skipping Ireland. According to Memory Alpha, Suan Braun was up for Vanessa Williams' role in DS9. Spooky. Spooky. Damn you, sir. You will try. Mm-hmm. See, now that looks even smaller than a Burrell. Star Wars sound effects? Huff, oh my god. Oh, I'm not really happy with that joke. Haha. That was a joke. I apologize. But I thought Kirk would never be able to forgive them for the death of his boy. Kind of makes me wonder sometimes, was the Final Frontier written before the search for Spock? Because, he doesn't have an angry appearance when he sees the Klingons, right? So it's me you want, you Klingon, you bastards. So that's the most negative thing he says or does when it comes to the Klingons. So, I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that it was adjusted. The script was adjusted. They're in love. She has wonderful muscles. But I thought Sulu was gay. Maybe that's why he's attracted to her muscles. It's very masculine, very manly of her. Chekhov and Sulu were on Brokeback Mountain at the beginning of the film. Yeah, exactly. If even George Takei hates Sulu being gay, won't argue. Nah, there's no point arguing because it was. I think it's just an adaptation where you got to have someone gay on the Enterprise, right? So they made Sulu gay. And then look at Discovery; they're everywhere. You got gay couples. You got um, weak men, strong women. Yeah, modern culture. Utopian societies will never exist. You can never have a utopian society. The only way to have a utopian society is everyone thinks and feels the same way. And that's impossible because you lose individuality and you become the Borg, right? Kirk forgets about his brother, Sam. Yeah. We do see Sam a couple of times in TOS, don't we? So we know he's there. We know he exists, right? It's just that he shouldn't have been stationed on the Enterprise before Kirk, right? Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a sin. We only see Sam when he's dead in TOS. Are you sure? I seem to remember seeing Sam. Remember the one? Wasn't Sam stationed in that mining facility where? I can't remember the episode. Remember that lava monster? Wasn't Sam stationed there? Operation Annihilate. Hmm. Well, that's over. Let's disable the clock. Dun, dun, dun. Is it Operation Annihilate? Is that the one with that lava monster in the mine shaft? Oh yeah, Devil in the Dark. He's not in it. He was originally supposed to though, wasn't he? He was originally supposed to be in Devil in the Dark. If I remember correctly. Gooey pancakes. Yeah. Yes. So, guys, what do we think of Final Frontier? Because that old Yorkshire geek likes it. He thinks it's the one of the best. He thinks it's the best. I don't like it. No, it's a good film. It's a good film. Gooey Pancakes, Sam Kirk. Sam Kirk was just Shatner in a bad stash. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the only reason we have him in Strange New Worlds is because they wanted a Kirk on the Enterprise. It has my favourite Star Trek scene, the campfire. Which one? The first one or the second one? You might when Grace likes moments of it a lot. Hmm. Oh, both. Okay. I think it's okay to have Sam in Strange New Worlds. Sorry about that noise. If you hear that. Just trying to hang the headphones up. What do you think? Oh, that's one. Let's get that done. That's it. Now I can tuck that on. There we go. Hopefully, there we go. Yeah. But next week on Monday, I will be doing the Undiscovered Country, which is probably it's maybe my favourite out of the motion pictures. For the TOS times, anyway, for the TMPs. If you subscribe to the dream theory, the whole movie is the dream between taking a sleep and waking up at the fire. Yeah, you could take it that way. You could take it that way. For sure. For shizzle. Why not? Perfectly fine. But yeah, next week I'll be on the Undiscovered Country. There isn't any films in between. No, I'm not going to do the JJ treks until I've done the next gen video movies because it makes more sense to do them that way. But I will do the JJ treks. They're not my favourites, but they're good. They're good. I view them as generic sci-fi. I don't see them as Star Trek. So when you see them as, when you can see them in that way, then they're actually pretty good sci-fi action flicks. Whereas if you view them as Star Trek, they're very rarely accepted by Trek fans as Star Trek. But it's like Discovery. The first two episodes, the pilot episodes of Discovery, if you put them together, change the name of the Klingons to another alien, and then have the ships slightly changed a bit more, then it's just a generic sci-fi movie, essentially. And that's the way I see those two episodes, because I liked the first two episodes of Discovery. I thought they were really good sci-fi movies, sci-fi shows, sci-fi episodes. But it should have been a movie. But the rest of Discovery, terrible. Don't like it. I mean, it was okay to start with because it was something new, but that's the only reason I watched it was because it was new, and that's the reason I'm waiting for season 5 is because it's new, and I can't wait to take the piss out of it, which is going to be fun. Especially when most of my Star Trek content is disliked by certain individuals. Not that I care. Galaxy Quest. Yeah, I'm gonna do that at some point. I'll get Star Trek out of the way and then just move away on some because I'm gonna cut down to three of these a week. So I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. So I'm not doing one tomorrow, but on Friday I'm gonna do Aliens. And then next week I'm just gonna start with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I might do a couple of things in between. I've got some videos to do as well through Premiere as well. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. If I get, if I, as long as I've got the time, I'm gonna like this season of Discovery. Are you? And why is that not showing up on the? Huh? The multi-stream chat box has not registered that last one. Interesting. Let me just check to make sure they're still going. YouTube is still going. Rumble is still going, although Rumble is behind, is way behind anyway. Well, no, it's not that far behind now. Rumble's annoying that way. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Well, it might be good, but then most likely it's going to be bad. But we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Friday. I haven't seen Aliens in a while. I wish they had the option on Disney Plus to show both the theatrical ones and the director's cuts, because the director's cut of Aliens is outstanding. Aliens itself as a film is an incredible movie, but it's just that with the added scenes from the director's cut, it's so much better. It's unbelievable. I mean, I think is it an extra 20 minutes long with the director's cut for Aliens? So it's quite a bit that was intended to be seen, but they ended up cutting because I think they were restricted to the length the film could be as well, weren't they? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Do you know? Do you own the director's cut? I think I've still got it. I don't know if I've still got it or not. I used to have the Ultimate Alien and Predator collection. It was in silver and green, but I can't remember if I still got it because I was going to wait and see if a new version of the set would come out, because we had Predators, and whatever. You had other films come out and they weren't included in the collection, and I wanted to try. I was hoping that they would all be included in the next version of the collection. It was like the Ultimate Alien and Predator collection. So it had all the Alien films, Aliens, Predator, Alien versus Predator. So it had all of them. But I don't know if I still got it. I might still have it. I'll have to have a look. We shall see. I'll have a look to see if I have, like I say, because I don't even think they brought out a new collection of it. I don't think they have since Disney took over, because Disney have that thing now, don't they, where they don't have any physical media. They want you to subscribe and pay monthly to be able to watch all of their stuff. So they've basically stopped all the physical media. So no DVDs, nothing. Which I think is a mistake, because the amount of money that they used to make from DVD sales alone, they wouldn't be in such a huge problem. Well, they'd still be making bad movies, but that's beside the point, right? Because Disney bought Fox, didn't they? And that encompassed everything, so they're able to mess around with the IPs. They do have physical media now. They just announced a bunch of Disney Plus Marvel shows are coming out on physical. Yeah, because Marvel has been losing so much money because people are not watching them. The Marvel movies themselves, they bombed in the box office, right? They didn't get anywhere near enough money to justify making them, so they want to sell them on DVD to try and get you to get your money. Now, the drawback is people will pay it, because anyone who says, say, people that have, say, all the Marvel movies and shows in collection from before they stopped selling me digital media, and then they come back with it, they're going to start buying them just so they have the full collection, right? Whether they're good or bad. Disney and Marvel series are coming out on disc, yeah. But it's only because they realise how much money they've lost by stopping it. I mean, I was actually surprised that. Well, I mean, when did they stop? When did they stop selling discs? I can't remember. Because they did stop for a while, but I think they learnt their lesson. That's why they've continued. That's why they're starting up again. This is a point that keeps coming up in other channels. They may have, but but they may not have. It depends. I can't even remember the last time I bought one of their DVDs. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I bought a DVD. So that's interesting. My live stream says it's 1 hour and 3 minutes, but the total live duration is over 2 hours. Interesting. Okay, good night, Steve. Take care. I'm heading off now anyway, so yeah. You bought Black Adam on Steelbook. Why did you bother buying that on Steelbook? And the Babylon 5 movie. Those are my last two. Okay. Was that Babylon 5? I can't remember now. Can't remember the title. What was the title of the Babylon 5 movie? I can't remember it for some reason. Yeah, the animated one. What was it? I can't remember what it was. The Road Home. That was it, wasn't it? The Road Home. Because I just wanted to support it. Yeah, I want to support Babylon 5 as well, so I bought it. I bought the digital copy, so I've got it on Amazon. I did a reaction to it as well as soon as I watched it. I thought it was great. Yeah, well, I'm going to head off then and say good night. So, if you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up, give us that like, hit the subscribe button, and share it any way you like. If you're on Rumble or X, please do follow me, and it makes all this stuff worth it and gets me out to a wider audience. So yeah, my buying the movie short still get views. I don't know why. Good night. Good night, guys. Good night, Steve. Good night, Steve. Good night, Windgrace. Good night, everyone, and stay safe, take care, and as always, guys, may the Schwartz be with you always.